Hello, everybody. I just wanted to take a little bit of time to introduce myself and introduce the course and help you navigate the course a little bit better. So my name is Dr. Nicholas Screwwell. You guys can just call me Dr. G. Uh, I'm a full-time physical therapist here in Dover at Core Physical Therapy. We're an outpatient sports and ortho clinic. And then this is the one class that I teach for the college, and I really enjoy doing that, and I hope to make your experience for this semester fun. And I hope you guys enjoy learning about anatomy and physiology by the end of it. So, like I said, I want to just kind of take a little bit of time to go through the course and give you guys some highlights of what to look out for and what to expect. So go ahead into the course itself. And the first thing you'll come to is these announcements here. So shortly, I will make an announcement related to kind of some introductory stuff and week one material. But throughout the semester, the announcement is where I will be able to communicate with you the easiest. Since this is an asynchronous class, we obviously don't get face-to-face time. So the announcements is the easiest way I can get information to you and keep you updated. You can also take a look at the calendar itself here, and that shows your upcoming assignments when they're due. So the way this class will work, since it's asynchronous, is I will upload the material you need by Sunday evening. So for tonight, I will have all of week one material ready for you and available. And then you will have to the following Sunday at 11:59 p.m. to submit your assignments. So for this week, you're gonna have all your stuff due next Sunday, the 14th at 11:59 p.m. And that's pretty much how it'll always be structured. Your stuff will always be due on a Sunday at 11:59 p.m. I get it. Stuff comes up, things get delayed. There is a late work policy that you'll see in our course policies, which I'll show you a little bit later. But if you communicate with me and I know ahead of time, then I can be flexible with you. So please communicate if you need to. Go ahead up to the content here, and this will bring you into your different sections here. So I'm going to upload this video under the course orientation video tab here. Your course information has your textbook material. And there's also a workbook that goes with it. Do not feel like you need to buy that workbook because I will upload the pages you need electronically. If you like having a physical copy, that's great, but don't feel like you need to buy that. Here are the course policies and course expectations. So this goes through a few different things in terms of how to communicate with me, our late work policy, grading. Attendance is a bit different for us since we're not face-to-face. It has the grade breakdown itself, and just kind of the detailed information about the policies of the class. This just has a little bit more info about myself, and then some study tips here that the college provides, and a little bit of info on just how you're going to submit your homeworks and labs, which I'll talk about here shortly. So as I was saying, this is obviously an asynchronous online class, so we do not get much face-to-face time. An opportunity that you guys have for face-to-face time is my office hours. These will be weekly on Tuesdays at 8:30 to 9:30 a.m. These will be held via Zoom. So I will upload the link for the week every single week in that announcement area that I was discussing earlier. I know for a lot of you guys that are working and stuff like that, it's not always easy to meet at that time. So if we need to talk face to face rather than via email outside of my office hours time, I can make time for you guys. So just reach out when you need to meet with me outside of office hours time. My email is definitely the easiest way for you to communicate with me. I know I have that in a couple sections in course information, and it's also on our course schedule. So let me skip down to here. So this document has our outline for the full semester. So we'll try to stick to this as closely as we can. If it changes, I'll of course update you, and if we need to, I'll update and send out a new Word document to accompany that. But I'm hoping that we can stick to this pretty well. My email is there as well. because I work a full-time job outside of teaching, I can't always get back to you right away, but I can usually get back to you pretty quick with email, definitely within the same day. Let me pop back up here for just a second. This has that course expectations, that longer document that I was going through that has the detailed stuff. That's as a downloadable doc if you guys want that. And then this is a link to the college webpage that contains your syllabus. Okay, dropping down to the actual kind of class content now, you'll see chapter 1 and 2 are available for you for this first week. There's more stuff that you shouldn't be able to see quite yet because I'm not going to have everything visible to you. All right, so each chapter will be organized very similarly. So you have your lecture notes here. So it'll have your actual PowerPoint, and then it'll also contain a link or multiple links to my voiceover lectures. So that's me talking over top of the PowerPoints, kind of explaining the material and highlighting the most important stuff that you need to pay attention to. So that'll take you to YouTube, and that'll have the voice lecture. So I typically recommend kind of looking through your chapter in the book, then taking a look at your PowerPoint as you kind of listen to my voiceover lecture. The PowerPoints and my voiceover are based off of the book's material. So if you know your book stuff and you know your lecture stuff, you should be pretty covered for any quiz or test questions. The other part of things for each chapter is your labs and homework. So your labs are a little different than a traditional lab with this being an online class. So it'll have some kind of interactive activity, whether that be a link to an online interactive kind of learning module, or for this week, for example, there's kind of a chapter 1 Jeopardy that goes along with your lab assignment. There's also a lab worksheet itself, and so that is there for you to complete. And so the kind of each lab, you'll do the activity, and then you'll go ahead and use that activity and your chapter information to complete your lab worksheet. Each chapter will have an assignment submission box for your lab. This is where you should upload your lab worksheet, either as a PDF, a Word document, or a Google Doc. For you Mac users, it will not accept pages, so don't upload any pages documents. Your workbook pages here, I'll have those uploaded for you so you can complete them and then either kind of scan them back in as a PDF or submit them as pictures in your homework submission. So there's chapter 1. Chapter 2 is organized the same there. It's got chapter 2's lecture stuff as well as chapter 2's homework activities. So the beginning of the class is probably the toughest. Kind of the first 2 exams have the most material. So we'll have a couple of quizzes that will hopefully help you stay on top of stuff and help you kind of know what to focus on for studying for the exams. Last semester, it was hard to find times for everyone to meet to do a Zoom review for exams. So I ended up providing study guides or study outlines. So I plan to do that again this semester. Those are very helpful. I make the test, and the study outlines are based on the test questions. So if you know the study outlines well, you should do quite well on your test. As I said, I'm here to make this fun and enjoyable for you. I'm not here to make this really difficult or challenging. It is a lot of information, but I will try to keep it as straightforward as possible for you. I'm really looking forward to a good semester with you guys. Please do not hesitate to reach out to me via email if you have any questions getting started with the class. And I look forward to working with all of you guys. Have a great day.